Hey, hello, hi, my name is Andrew Chiles, and this is Mira May.
Hi, everyone.
You're watching Call Me Mother. Oh my gosh, let me start that over. I did not get that.
Take two.
Hey, hello, hi, my name is Andrew Chiles, and this is Mira May.
Hi, everyone.
You're watching Call Me After, the Call Me Mother review show, and we're watching, oh my gosh, why can't I do this today? This is season 2, episode 5.
Ooh.
In today's episode, we have with us Miss Shady as well as Dee Jessie Precieuse.
Hello.
Yes, we have some winners in the house today.
It's some icons.
Yeah, it's kind of iconic. Obviously, we'll get into it, but Miss Jessie was maybe the top scorer of the week. Who knows? We'll find out soon. And Miss Shady was the top scorer at El Covento Rico in Toronto, and she is now the reigning Miss Ricos. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. I was like debating of using the crown tonight. She's here with me. It's for the luck.
Honestly, if you couldn't snatch the crown on the show, why not snatch some crowns across Canada, right?
Period.
Definitely. I was robbed the crown. But I had to take my own crown this time.
So last week, we unfortunately had to say goodbye to only one person. This is the first time this entire competition we've had just one person leaving. And unfortunately, that person was Amara from the House of Dulcet.
Gag.
Yeah,
so
we were all gagged.
We were.
Yeah.
Were you?
I remember hearing her name and being like, no, it can't be possible. No, it's not. And then I opened my curtain to see Pepper and I'm like, they said Amara? That can be true.
And we are now in our top 7 of the entire competition. We are more than halfway done because we have sent more than half the contestants in just 4 episodes.
You know, and what's crazy is no tea, no shade. It still feels like so many people.
Yeah.
It still seems like so many. I was like, because last year the roast was top 6, top 5?
Top 5, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So last year the roast felt so much faster, but this year I was sitting there and I was like, oh, we still have people to go.
I know.
There's still more and more and
know.
more and more.
Yeah. But we're at the cast at halfway through the season in terms of episodes, so we're fine. We're older now.
Yeah. I'm not saying we should send people home, but like I was like, oh, yeah, we still have a lot of people to go down.
In today's Drag Vantage Challenge, we have a challenge presented to us by Wella Hair, as well as Wigzaddy and Lucinda Mew. This is the, what do they call it? The Wigsy moment?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I don't get it. What's Wigsy?
I'm francophone. Don't ask questions like this to me.
This is the challenge. This is the challenge that I really wanted to do with the wigs. Oh, you actually won, Jessie. You did. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're
I said
winner.
this is mine.
Oh my.
Did you go
But
into
to be
this
honest,
challenge?
I thought Jenna
You go
Seppa was
ahead.
gonna win because she actually styled all her wigs, and I was surprised that she didn't do that well. It was like, eh.
What are you saying?
I thought Jenna Seppa was gonna win this challenge because she does
She
her own
styled the
hair.
whole wig. You didn't see my wig, Shady. Thank you.
The shade to Miss Shady, iconic.
Okay, but to be
We
fair,
love each other. Disclaimer, Shady and I love each other. We painted the first day next to each other and we talk the whole time. It's all love.
We're lovers. Actually, like a little thing is like I told this one. I think episode 1. You were like my little crush or something on episode 1. I think or 2. I don't remember. Yeah, lovers.
I feel like everyone has a crush on everyone in this cast. I mean, it's well known to the public that I am in love with like most of the cast.
Did you go on a date with Weeby yet?
Well, honestly, some
What?
tea. Weeby and I were chatting. Like we were chatting. We were sending some voice memos. But now her and Twinklet are like professing their love on Twitter. So I feel like I'm being cheated on a little bit.
No.
But all that being said, Twinklet and Weeby are both very attractive. So if they want someone like right in the middle of the two of them, Let's go.
Hold on.
This isn't an Abora Hoso Teratoma.
This is not an Abora Hosoteratoma. This is like a Derek Barry kind of situation.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Who's
Okay,
Twinklet?
thank you for the update.
Twinklet from
Twinklet
Toronto.
from Toronto. Yeah. They've been like flirting because Twinklet's very attractive at a drag. The first time I saw Twinklet at a drag, I was like,
Yeah, he's very cute. Very cute.
and she knows it too. That bitch knows it. She knows she's hot, and that's the most.
when I
problematic.
met Twinklet as a boy, I didn't know it was Twinklet as a queen, and I'm like,
Because
what?
she's
Is
so
that total
pretty.
different?
She's so
Yeah.
pretty in drag, but then she's so butch out of drag. It's kind of like Weeby's the same. Weeby kind of gives like ginger like hot school teacher, and oh, that's weird because she is a school teacher. But then in drag, she's like this like little like woo wow yeah I'm Weeby, you know. Anyway, I was gonna say Miss Jessie's win was very due because you've been doing so good in these little Drag Vantage challenge, and you
Literally.
have not gotten your flowers enough. I don't think.
No, and I'm very happy that Justin said last week that he's still up to the giving me a little dinner time.
I have promised Jessie, and I will hold to this, that I am taking them out for a really nice dinner for helping answer all of the questions. That was my, like, I owe you. Like, thank you for that win.
Because I made them win. And you know when they said that Jenna and someone else had the same card, so they had no numbers, I had the same fucking card too.
Yeah, they just duplicated every card and was like, well, it's just, who cares?
Yeah, they searched up bingo card and then just printed the same bingo card 9 times probably.
It was written in the stars that there was going to be 2 winners that episode, and it was never going to be you.
Yeah.
Are you
We wanna
sharing
talk
the
about
$500 from this episode to me, Jesse?
What?
Are you sharing half of the $1,000? 500 to me, 500 to you.
Why?
Hey, this bitch.
So with this Drag Vantage challenge, we were told that we had 20 minutes to make wearable art. Terrible art. It's wearable art. Out of these, we had both. Sorry. Where? I'm
Great. You're doing so
today. I'm
good.
sorry.
Oh my gosh.
With this challenge, we have 20 minutes to make wearable art on the head, and the ones that won was Dee Jessie Precieuse with $1,000 from Wella Hair, but you also got an actual Drag Vantage, the literal definition of a Drag Vantage for the first time in this entire competition, where you had extra time with our guest today, Toddy from season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so
you were
fun. I was
very
not
nice.
expecting that.
And obviously you gave some of your time to Phoenix. Do you feel like you shouldn't have, considering how things went?
Oh, no. There's a funny story. Like, they didn't want me to say in front of everyone if I was keeping my 15 minutes or giving it or whatever. And they asked me backstage, like behind a curtain, do you want to keep it or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm going to share it with Phoenix. And then the production is like, why? Oh my God, why do you do that? And I was like, okay, so the houses doesn't matter anymore. Thank you for the cue. That was not, it was so obvious. I was like, okay, I know now, but I was like, I'm good. And I knew Phoenix needed more help. So I was like, keep it. It's all fine.
Now, Miss Shady, out of all of the hairstyles that you saw on today's Drag Vantage challenge, were there any that specifically stood out to you?
Or that you would wear?
Does this look like them? No. No. I think, to be honest, like Jenna was like good. It was good. I really liked Michaela's.
Yeah, I love
Actually, I was very surprised. And when I was like at the end when they said Jessie, I was like, oh, Jessie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the challenge was to do something, not just cut hair. So I teased. There was a lot of work on that. They cut a bunch of things because my French language was bad.
I'm not being shady. I'm just being facts.
You know what? I just have to say, I just got Landon's name. Like, I just got the pun today.
I got it on the
Did you see that tweet?
At that episode.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I looked at Crystal and I was like, London cider? Is it? I was like, is it a pun with cider or something that I don't know?
Well, I'm very lost.
Land Insider's like the pun is land inside her. Land Insider.
Oh.
Yeah, we're learning today. Oh my gosh,
had
look at
no
all
idea.
us. Literally,
Everybody makes choices in life, and that was a choice.
I saw a
I'm just
tweet.
kidding.
I saw a tweet of someone being like, I just got Land Insider's name, and I literally had to like search it up. Like I literally went to Google and I was like, Land Insider Dragula pun name. And then like I had to like scroll for a sec to find something to explain it. Yeah, so
I found with this preparation of the roast, I found Toddy's critiques to be almost exactly perfect. Like the critiques that Toddy was able to give to every single person, I found was so relatable and what they needed to hear. Honestly, like bring back Toddy for more. This was such a good moment, and anytime that there's a roast challenge, I want Toddy back.
I want Toddy, and I want Toddy and Val back because I think the chaos, but also the education you get would be phenomenal. You know?
Yeah, totally.
And then bring back Kiki to like do some like styling stuff, right? Bring back the original.
Yeah,
Toddy.
so we
Let's do
can style something better than a shield.
Not that.
In this preparation, to me, it kind of felt like this was just a roast of Barbada. When they were preparing for everyone's jokes, it was just like, hey, you're pretty, you got new shoes,
Who's Barbada?
you got nice props. And I just thought that was like,
I died with that. It was so
it's
funny.
easy material, but it's also just like the editors really were like, we're gonna throw some shade at Barbada.
Which honestly, okay, because Jessie, obviously in like Quebec, there's an entire pop culture there that is unbeknownst to the rest of Canada. Like you can be super freaking famous in Quebec, but then nobody knows you the minute you like get into Ontario or the minute you go to Alberta, right? So is Barbada like super, super popular there? Okay.
Yeah, that's part of the list of the things that I have to talk to you about, people, because I heard some things last time about why is she back? Well, people, she's back because she's very famous in Quebec. She was like on the Christmas parade. She's everywhere. She's doing everything. Like Rita and her are the two most famous drag queens.
We don't talk about it. Barbada's very attractive at a drag.
Yes.
Extremely attractive.
Yeah, very, very handsome.
We should do the opposite. Which one is not attractive out of drag on the show? According to you.
Party.
Going back to Barbada, like I think like the difference from like season 1 and season 2, like she didn't come to play. She really wanted to, like, she wants to win. That's her like main
House of
focus.
Revenge.
Yeah, she's
Revenge.
ready.
Yeah, the House of Revenge is revenging this season.
We sat down with her and like on the second episode with her, and then she was like breaking up like, what do you do? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What is this? And then she was like really like taking notes what each of us can do. But at the same time, if we had a weakness, she was there to guide us. So that's why like I really like bonded with her, because she's like really like a mom.
Speaking of helping everyone though, yay! Speaking of helping everyone though, Toddy with these little critiques. I have to say, I learned stuff from Toddy this episode.
Yeah, the setup, the punchline. That was like the most valuable information for a roast, I think, that anybody on any drag TV show, or even just TV show in general, has really given to people.
Yeah.
No, it was very great comments that we got, and like it was really listening to everything we would say and give us really great critiques for what we gave, and what we saw on the show was exactly that. Like what he said to someone else, he never told it to me. So like there was a bunch of comments that he had in his pocket.
That's nice that they like would meet where everyone was at and like kind of adjust it, because you kind of have to be a good coach. And sometimes we see coaches come in on these shows and I'm like, wow, you're so helpful. Thanks.
So we get to the runway, and this week's runway is Not My Drag. Your non-stereotypical aspect of drag flipped on the head. One of the things that I want to say is this might have been Barbada's best look, period. I don't care if this is not her drag. I was so gooped and gagged by this, and that's not shade. This is not trying to be shade. This was so good. It was like we expect so much, like out of the contestants and showing the diversity and variability, and we don't really get to see that from the judges. However, this week, like Barbada really stepped it up. Like she looked so good. I never would have expected this. Like
You really said, you were like, I couldn't see her face and I loved it.
no, even the makeup when we did get to see her face, I really loved the way that she was able to add
Funny thing.
flash powder and what else did you say, Jessie?
When-
brow something, brow brush.
Brow brush.
When there was like the runway moment and she got like the mask, legit, I thought she didn't do the makeup on like, you know, in the back of the mask, because I was like, are you gonna take it off, like, you know, like Valentina moment, like, you know. And then she took it off, and I'm like, okay, that's good. That's
But
fun.
the funny story is that when you see the judging panel from the camera angle, Barbada looks like she's in front of the light panel. But actually, when you walk the runway, Barbada is right in front of the black curtain. So I don't have my glasses when I'm in drag, so I was not seeing that much. I'm doing my run, and I'm like, where's Barbada? Like the black outfit, the black mask on the black curtain.
Oh,
I was just saying nothing. And then I was getting my critiques. I was like, oh, Barbada, hi! Because she took off her thing, so she had the white beard.
Sparkle beard, glitter beard, galaxy beard. What was it?
But I like that. It wasn't. I didn't hate that.
So first off, we have the House of Amani. We have Weeby as the First off, we have the House of Amani. We have Weeby, and they're doing some Christmas pageantry. We have Je ne sais pas as the gay Ken doll. And lastly, we have Pepper as the creepy queen. Out of these three looks, I thought that Weeby looked absolutely freaking fantastic. And I don't care if she doesn't like Christmas, you better get into it, because that look was stunalina.
Yeah.
And it's Christmas is around the corner, and she looked really gorgeous. I approve.
Yeah, she was gorgeous that day. I was like, oh my god, it's that usual Weeby. I love that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I want like a full Christmas tour. I want a Christmas show. Like, come on, she needs to get into her white Christmas fantasy, all of it. I'm like, Weeby's a Christmas queen now. Like, nobody can tell her.
Try to convince.
I'm like, I need that outfit right now to perform for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, if you don't like Christmas, give me the outfit. I'll wear the outfit.
Yeah.
I'll wear it.
It's time!
It's time!
That's literally her though, is her on this runway is the it's time, or is the after, but the before is regular Weeby
Yes.
on the like bicycle.
With Je ne sais pas as the gay Ken doll with the big old cock ring on the necklace. I'd love that she went for, like we said, this is not your typical Drake kind of a look.
Versatility.
Versatility. She went for that Drake King aspect. She used her real brows. I was like, okay, I see you, Jenna. Good job.
She is so brave for using her real brows. I'm really proud of her.
I was like, he looked better than other drag kings that I have seen before. Oh, he looked really good.
Got the shade.
I really enjoyed this look that Pepper gave. I fully understood the reference. I was able to see the creepy aspect of it. And the fact that she came like crawling on her hands on her back, I thought that was like really camp and good.
Yeah, the face under the hair was so stunning, the way she did that, and like the lace eyes, because we didn't see that much on TV, but it's
So
all lace
cool.
and like glitter. So she didn't have any
I
ag in the end.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's kind of like what Aquaria did on that gold runway.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I was really amazed by it. I thought she did a really amazing job, because if you told me that was a Pepper look, I would have never believed you. Because like
Thanks.
Pepper's known for being Pepper's either in like a super dancey outfit or giving you like very glamorous like Hollywood kind of vibe. Like those are the two Peppers I've seen a lot. So for her to be in this like creepy, like the hair, super cool.
And then for the House of Dulcet, we have two brand new family members. We have the Justina bit as well as Jam. Because Jam Drake.
Oh yes, yeah.
Jelly drag jam.
jelly.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Justine a bit, aka Justin a bit, doing some femme drag, becoming a drag queen themselves, looking Marilyn Monroe. I will have to admit, the second that I saw that dress, I was peppermint. It's a dress.
I was with you, but when I saw the makeup, I was like, because I think it was like his third time or second time trying that makeup on. I was like, how? Because it was a good one for someone who did that for 5 minutes. Like, I was amazed by it. Like, I was really like this.
I like Justin's runway. It was very impressive, actually. It was.
Yeah.
I would have taken another dress.
I was a little concerned at the beginning when he said that he was gonna be a queen this time, and I was like, okay, he's actually pulling it off. Very impressed.
Yeah.
And then we have Michaela Couture as the jam drag that she is, doing a Tool Camp Fur Baby runway. And I really loved this, but I would have to agree that the legs are just a part of her drag, not necessarily something that's not her drag. I will admit the campy aspect isn't something that we would normally see from Michaela Couture, but I really enjoyed this look through and through.
I really
love that.
Yeah, but I feel like when she left the legs, because I know Jelly as well, the other queen that Michaela was doing, and Jelly also does that kind of like leg. So I feel like that was kind of like intentional. So I don't see it as just Michaela, but I think it was just reflecting full Jelly's drag. Yeah, so
Yeah, she wanted to go full Jelly with that. I love how she sold this on the runway.
Spectacular, beautiful.
Yeah.
Those
that was
legs
very
were shimmering and shining and so stunning. Ugh.
I think what really went against Michaela, because she looked incredible, like the outfit was amazing, is she's just too damn sexy for her own good in drag. So like, it's so hard to see anything like her legs, and when she bends over, you get the little bit of cheek like action.
That's a sad
and not
problem.
think Michaela Couture. So I think it really, like, she's just too hot. So it was just like, it's still Michaela no matter what. Like, you're still getting, she has the it factor, and it just came through in the outfit as it always does, and it worked against her this time.
I didn't know she brought something else.
Oh,
I think I would have liked to see that.
I would agree.
It was the bumpy one, right?
With like all the freaky hand fingers, like it
Like the
was
flippy
really
hand,
cool.
the thing. I was like, huh? I would have loved to see that.
It's hard. I imagine it's just hard in that I'm bad at making decisions. So I imagine it's so hard to look at two outfits and be like, these both really aren't my drag. What do I do? Right?
Yeah,
Especially if you're on a week in the competition where you're doing something where you don't feel as confident as maybe the last few weeks, right?
Yeah.
Lastly, we have the House of Glass, starting off with Jessie Precieuse as the punk rock princess, as well as Phoenix as the spiky devil. The one thing that I heard from Jessie's critiques was about that hair, and honestly, from the hair that you have shown this entire season, that is not anything reminiscent of something that you would wear.
Wig.
A flat shake and go wig zaddy wig. I think the fuck not.
That's a Mira May look. A flat wig, that's a Mira May. That is not a Jessie Precieuse.
But literally, like, Jessie Precieus's hair every single week is like big, coiffed, wavy, huge, and so just like for them to be like, that was the one thing we would have critiqued. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was confused too, and I was like, I will do a bald cap in like 2 hours, when 1 hour of this 2 hours is to block my brows. I don't think I have time for a bald cap.
I feel like now, because Jessie has like going like high, they have so much expectation from you now, so they're just looking at every single detail just to like give you a critique. That's how I feel.
I'll take it.
But take it in a good way, because you're doing great on the competition, baby.
Thank
you are.
But yeah, no, it was
With Phoenix, like, to be honest, I felt Phoenix was like the best of tonight, the runway.
I was shook.
Yeah.
And maybe this might be problematic for comparing queens, but the makeup she gave and the spikes on the shoulders, it was giving Hoso Teratoma to me. And I really enjoyed that, like Hoso from Dragula. And I was like, this is definitely like a completely different queen. Now, I agree, this is something that I could have seen her do on Halloween, but it's very specific to that scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, but same as Michaela, she arrived on the stage and she sold that. Like, we never saw Phoenix before that. And Phoenix was always that. Like, we were talking about things. Like, last week when we were doing the shield thing, she was like, okay, I'm stressed. I'm stressed to improvise, blah, blah. And she's the one who came on stage screaming things at me when it wasn't rehearsed or planned. It's like, I love you so much. You are so dumb. And now I saw that runway, and she's like jerking off her tail. I was like, oh my God, Phoenix, I love you.
Yeah,
so cute.
The look was amazing. I was like, I want that look. Jeez.
It's not my favorite runway this week for mine. I think it's one of my weakest ones. But I think I haven't even posted Social Media Monster, but that's one of my best. You'll see very soon.
Ooh, I'm
waiting for that.
Yeah, I just have to say, the performers who went home, their Social Media Monsters looks were all really iconic, right? I was like, damn.
Mine was a grinder. It was like I had like a poster, like a huge. It was like the incognito with the blank profiles, and then I had a mask, and then I take the mask, and it's the real me, like beauty, whatever. Show you'll see, and and the colors of grinder, but I couldn't say it was grinder. You know.
The one thing that I really love about like your Instagram is that you are posting all of these looks in a revamped aspect, and you're still hiring Quentin, which is really iconic too. So I would just like, you're doing the most out there. So congratulations, Shady.
Quentin's so good. Oh my God.
I cannot wait for you to see my finale look. Just saying.
Ooh, yes. The scores at the end of the runway tend to be that Harmony is lowest with 31 points, Dual Set is next with 32 points, and lastly, the House of Glass kind of slayed it, 35.
Yeah, iconic.
Finally!
Were you like gagged when you saw those 9s?
I was gagged by the overall score, mostly because last week I had like my best runway, and I was expecting those notes to be the highest ones. So I was not expecting that. And like everything happened so fast. So in my head, I was still in the mothership with Crystal saying that it wasn't Phoenix's drag. And then on the runway with the critics, I was like, oh my God, she did so great. I can't wait to see that. So in the end, when I saw the 9s, I was like, okay, now I understand why. But I was not expecting 35. That wasn't, 35, 32?
Yeah,
35.
Also, gag with Barbada with the 5.
I was
and the 4.
Have you seen my face when she...
I got scared at the beginning. She got me for the first time because it's the second time that she has done something like that. And she really got me this time. I was very scared.
And the best part was the like theatrics of, this is not my drag. And this is not your score.
Yeah, that's what made it like the most camp, I think.
Yeah, really so funny, so good.
We also find out that fate is now decided by your individual scores. As great as it is to have your family and have, them be able to back up some of your scorings in the past, everything that you do from here on out is all on you. And so I kind of appreciate this a little bit more when we think about production styles, because it actually feels as if the right person is going to be going home due to the challenge versus just kind of the
But I
worst
still,
of the family.
the right person didn't go home tonight, though. I'm just saying. I feel Phoenix shouldn't have gone. I'm just saying.
Do you want to spill more tea? Who should have gone home? Give us.
Who should go home tonight and why?
Party. I think you said that earlier.
Yeah.
I'm
Jesse,
just gonna say, but let's wait at the end. Let's wait at the end. Let's wait at the end.
One of the questions that I had for you, Jessie, was, is this actually done in the proper order that it was filmed in, or was this just edited and chopped together?
Yeah, it was in the order because I was roasting Jenna when I opened. Like, this gag wasn't there, but I started with roasting Jenna and then I continued.
Okay, well, that's actually good to know, especially because even when it came to like the critiques of today's episode, it was very like left, right, left, middle person. So I'm kind of glad that at least there was some sense of like reality to today's episode.
Yeah, we weren't the same. I don't remember if the 5 first people were actually the 5 first people, but I'm pretty sure Pepper was first because she did kind of an opening, but I know at the end it was Jenna and I.
Now, did you get to choose who got to open and who got to close? Like in the other TV show, we always get that shady moment of like, you get to choose who's last.
No, production did it.
Well, thank
Or maybe the
God
mother.
you did it,
I
so
don't
that
know.
way you could win.
Well,
Yeah.
I really don't think no one flopped that much. Like Phoenix, yes, flopped at the beginning of hers, but she was good at the end. So it was overall a good rose.
Yeah, I agree.
Even Weeby being next, like I found that just to be like overall decent. And then I think I just kind of have to agree with the bottom two. Like I found that Michaela's set afterwards, like she started strong, she held her own. I just never found it to be anything more than just that, you know?
Yeah.
I will
say-
switch.
Oh,
For me, I
go
will
ahead.
switch Weeby and Michaela. I actually was very impressed with Michaela. She was very funny for me. Weeby, I felt it was like just one note.
We had the first time ever that the French Queens are the winners, that they are the funniest. In any other drag competition show, the people who have English as their second language tend to be the worst. So I found that this was like a nice like refresh
Yeah.
for drag competition reality shows in general.
Yeah, we were very proud, Jenna and I, when we realized that we were first and second. We're like, okay, this is a great redemption, because last year Narcissa went home on the roast, so we were like,
Oh, yeah.
now we're
I
fine.
was like, now where's the $1,000 prize? Where is
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still waiting for a call. They're gonna say, hey Jessie, we forgot to tell you, you're winning $1,000 for your rose. And I'm
I
gonna.
didn't even notice that there is no like prize winnings for the person who
I know.
shade.
Interesting.
One of the things that I will say that I found the funniest thing about your set specifically, Jessie, I don't know if it was intentional that you forgot Dallas or not, but the way that I lolled so hard when you were just like, oh, and I always forget about you. I like literally just was like screaming.
Thank you. I was wondering if the joke went the
Did
way
you
I wanted
forgot
it to
about
go.
it actually? Do you
It was
forget?
all planned.
Okay.
Oh, it was
Because I
planned.
actually
Okay,
thought
good.
you forgot.
Because I love
me too.
awkward moments. I love when people are awkward in a roast because they're like, oh no, I know they're gonna flop. And I was like, okay, if I'm doing very great for 3 minutes and then for the last 20 seconds, I stumble and I'm like, oh no, what's happening? All the judges are gonna be like, oh no, wait, she was doing so great and she's flopping, and then bang, joke. So that was my thing. But when I watched it, I was like, oh, I should have gone like deeper in the awkwardness of the moment. But it's
Yeah, I felt at the beginning a little awkward, but then it landed really well after. So I was like, great.
I
Great.
figured it was like planned, but it was so smartly planned. Like you did great. It was really, really
It was so
funny.
smartly planned that it literally could have been an accident and you just played it off. Like it was.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Thank you.
After we find out that the scores are individual, we do have our winner of the week, and that is Jessie Precieuse with 72 out of 80 points, following up by the other Frenchie, Je ne sais pas, with 67 out of 80 points. Essentially, you beat second place by 5 points. Congrats, Diva.
Imagine if you would have given like teams, you and Phoenix wouldn't have gone home, right?
No. And I wouldn't have won either.
I mean, anyways, you're not still winning anything, so does it matter? No.
Yeah, when you do like the actual math from the runway scores to what's happening with the comedy challenge, there was worse people and there was better people. But at the end of the day, I think what transpired was probably the most accurate episode that we've had so far.
Yeah, but I agree. I agree with Shady though. The editing of Michaela being in the bottom is kind of weird, because even just before we go to the actual scores, there's me saying, "Am I gonna win?" There's Phoenix saying, "Oh, I am going home." Pepper's like, "I'm stressed," and then Michaela is like, "I did so great. I am so happy." And then she's in the bottom. I'm like,
because even the judges said she was the most improved or something like that, and I was like, okay, Michaela's gonna do well. I was expecting her to be high or in the middle, to be honest.
Well, they were in the dancing challenge of the safety dance or whatever, they were the Team 90s. They were really close friends. They're both from Toronto area. I really do see a lot of production playing a factor.
Oh, I didn't even remember that. You're right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they wanted the gag of Michaela in the bottom too because they knew that she was going to be so well received and everything.
And especially by the fandom. Like, the
Right.
fandom loves her. So if they can throw a little drama, like throw the bone to drama, they're going to.
Yeah, that part.
But I don't agree with the bottom two, though.
Okay, Miss Shady, it is your opportunity now. Who should go home tonight and why? As the Miss Reigning Ricos, you need to.
I miss congeniality.
Truth.
I can't say anything.
Then say it super nicely.
I'm just gonna say my two girls were not supposed to be in the bottom. That's it. Keep it in your minds and think about it. Put it in the comments who to think would have gone home tonight.
I will remember that you cannot to not trust you, Shady. You said at the end of when we're gonna get at the end, we're gonna say it, and then you don't say it.
Yeah,
I know.
She's giving some BB Zahara Benet out of respect for my sister Phoenix.
I actually am. You're right. I forgot.
I'm not leaving this call until I have a name.
I did it. I said it unintentionally already. Remember, I said it. Weeby and Michaela switch thingies when you said that. Yeah, there you go.
And do you think Weeby should have gone home?
Didn't come out of my mouth.
So confirmed here, Miss Shady hates Weeby's drag, didn't like anything Weeby did in the roast.
No, she did well.
Doesn't like Weeby at all. Yeah.
No, she did it well. She did it well. I feel like Michaela and Phoenix wouldn't. No, I still don't agree.
So what do you just put Weeby by herself in the bottom?
Jesse, what do you think?
I didn't say anything for a purpose. I know the way around the podcast and it's live on Twitch. I will just say that I deserve my win. That's all.
No, I love all my babies, like, definitely. But yeah, I'm just gonna say
But
that
not
I don't agree with the bottom two. That's it.
Now, Jesse, you had a few questions that you were going to ask us. You sent it in the DM. I want to know, what questions do you have for us?
Oh no.
To one episode I think the episode with King Chella, I was with Maya. You said like 3-4 things. I was like, talk about that. We will talk about that.
So let's talk about it.
I never note anything for real. I had this Barbada thing. I was like, I need to tell them that Barbada is famous in Quebec because like she has her place on that show, and that's not a question.
Yes, and
But
I will
think
put
the
my
other things
respect
were
on her.
the other things were dumb things. Like dumb things.
I chose Barbada over Peppermint, so there you go.
Yeah, and then she chose Jenna over you.
Screaming! Oh my gosh, dead.
That was like, oh,
I love you.
Damn.
it just hit me in my heart.
I wanted to say thank you to the both of you for taking your time for being here.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to plug? Plug yourself, plug any shows you have coming up. Let's start with you, Miss Shady.
Where you can find me?
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram as MSSHAYDEE, Miss Shady. You can find me on Facebook as just Shady. I don't use Twitter. I'm a little boring. I don't like the drama there. I'm more nice. I miss congeniality. I'm nice, cute, but I don't like the drama on Twitter, so I try not to like.
Anything that you would like to plug, Jesse?
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, not on Twitter because Twitter in Quebec is not a thing. So message for all the people that are watching Drag Race and they say that French Canadians are not deserving to win because they don't have any support on Twitter. We're not on Twitter, people. There's not a thing. So we're not on Twitter. Don't go on Twitter.
Just
I am
there.
What?
Nothing.
Shady, I hate you. So yeah, Jessie Precieuse. It's JESSPRECIEUSE. Write that on the bottom because it's a French name. So TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and that's it. You can come in Montreal at Cabaret Mado. You're gonna catch me dancing my ass off.
For those of you who don't know, Jessie's name is actually Je suis Precieuse, which means I am precious. So if you don't know,
Bitch, I literally speak French and that did not click.
That's fine. We started like you're not the fastest to get names. It's okay.
No. No, Mira May is nothing except for stupid.
Welcome to the House of Glass.
And before we end, like, I want to give like a little shout out to Kinchella. I wanted to see her roast. I love that girl.
that would have been a good one.
Good.
She's funny. She knows how to roast.
Yeah,
She's fucking
good.
shady. She's good. I love that bitch. She's a
King Shellen Imara.
Oh, Imara
Yeah,
would have been
roast.
funny too.
Mara would have read the house down boots.
Yeah, and her.
Yeah,
her
she would have
runway,
read
did you see? She
everybody
posted
to
her
film.
runway. Yeah, that fucking bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, her runway this week was also very nice.
She spoke the truth. She was like, "You're missing out on a good runway," and then she posted, and I was like, "Damn, we did."
I actually haven't seen that runway. I want to message her. I hope she posts
It's iconic.
it.
Yeah,
She did.
It's on Instagram. Yeah, she did post it.
My name is Andrew Child. You can catch me at Drewbie_TV on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and newly on Hive.
Yeah. And
On the what?
I'm Hive. It's
worry
like
about it.
it's a new Twitter
Yeah,
thing.
if you don't do Twitter, don't worry about it.
Yeah. And I'm Mira May, the Latina diva of Calgary, and you can catch me at TheMiraMay on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Hive. Not
Be
Snapchat.
Real.
I was gonna say Snapchat. Yeah, actually, I do have Be Real. I do not use it.
But this has been Call Me After, the Call Me Mother review show. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Miss Shady. Thank you, Jessie Precieuse. And thank you, everybody who's watching. Make sure that you go like, subscribe, get that bell notification on, do all that shit. Like
Share
this
this.
video. Share it! Share it! Share it! Anyways, goodbye.
Bye.